Fitness, hosted by Valkyrie Podcast. Today we're going to talk about motherhood, impact on new mothers, old mothers, and just going to ask a few random Q&A questions. Um, so, how has motherhood been for you guys?
It's been good.
Tired.
But it's good.
Oh, man. 15 million things going on. What about you?
Long and hard.
So we have new mothers, we have old mothers, we have expecting mothers.
I'm expecting.
Yes, we have expecting mothers. So, what kind of mother do you guys figure yourselves as? How do you see yourself as moms?
With like a patient mother, an understanding mother. I guess more so understanding and being patient.
Since you're expecting, what kind of mom would you want to be?
Maybe an expecting mother. I hope to be one of those mothers with good patience and a good loving heart, which I know I have a good loving heart, but yeah. I don't know for sure. I just have to experience that since I'm a new mom. Any advice, other mothers?
Patience is everything. I don't have patience at all. I did at first when they were little, but they're in that stage where they're talking and they're bossy. Patience is left the window for me. I'm understanding, I'm everything else, loving, covering. The patience is just not my standpoint right now.
Yeah.
So would you say that the patience, gaining it back is a challenge, or you feel like you still have it, it's just being tested? Yes, it's being tested mainly. I have it. It's in there. It's just being tested every day, every second, every hour, every time I blink my eyes. So with that, like, how do you balance life? Working, family, leisure, things that you really feel like you want to do, but the patience part with kids and all that, do you combine them or what? Because I know when I do mine, it's kind of like a balanced bang. You might try to find myself in the middle, find something that we all can relate to, since they have mainly the whole hold over me. I try to find stuff that we all can do together, but it kind of pulled me down at times. And I know I have to find myself, but when they sleep, I get back to what I know, my own peace and sanity. I'm trying to find myself now, because really, since I became a mom, I've been focusing on making sure they straight, they have what they need, this, that, and the third, and I completely forget about myself every time. And I'm starting now to remember I gotta take care of myself so I can take care of them.
That's good. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that should help you.
Yeah. We've been expecting. Like I say, this is going to be an experience for me, so I have to learn my way through. So how was you guys' birth experience?
24 hours of giving earth. Oh my God.
13 hours.
Jeez.
13 hours, 24 hours?
It was long. It was just, I don't know. I guess emotions was going through me the whole time. It was like, is this really happening?
The first one, probably we did it. Probably first. Because I think I did like probably 22 with Riley, first one. Second one, 8. It was over with. Came right on. Went delivered, came out cool. But I think the first time I always kind of pull you down and put you in there. Some people have a good experience, some people have a drowning experience. So mine was a mixture. My first one, it was, I was ready for it, ready to get over with. By the time it got to ready to push, it was just taking slow, real slow to get to that point for me to push and all that. And the pain was just getting, really, I couldn't handle the pain doing my first one until I got to like 8, 9 centimeters. The second one, quick, like you said, it was real quick. She came out real quick, like in five hours tops, like really 2 hours after I went into the hospital, she came out. And the last one, it was, I don't know, I can't even tell you what it was, because by the time it was time for me to get them out, I had a C-section with the last one, so I was knocked out. I felt everything almost, but I was knocked out. I didn't know how long I was out. I just knew I was out, and I woke up and I had a baby.
I was drained. I'm talking about sitting there, and then after it was like it's just me and his baby in his room, and then it was like after he got circumcised, he was crying. I was sitting in bed crying with him because he just wouldn't stop crying. I'm like, oh Lord, this is real, and I'm gonna have to deal with this for the next 18 years. Yeah, well, 18 plus, but still, I was drained.
1 and done.
So that's why you been so quiet. The outer questions, you just
I don't think I'm gonna have any more.
really.
Do you guys plan on having more or siblings to the babies?
I mean,
1 and done for me also.
I would say
You still want it, baby.
3 and 4 years. I'll try. You know,
Adoption
I
is
got
key.
girl.
I got about 5 years. So, like, what can you all say that helps you ensure that your baby has a healthy, happy life? Like, what do you feel like is needed for and is the time, or is it the material things? Is it the food? What do you feel will ensure a happy, healthy baby?
My mental.
Yeah, family.
Time, connect, the right connection, not negativity, like every positivity in general. Okay, you feel like that'll be happy and healthy for the child. As long as the baby's smiling, laughing, you know they all right.
Yeah.
Well, you happy the baby happy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you all connected to resources that will make sure that these things are effective, like the help to manage the demands of making sure that the baby is healthy? Like, what resources that you have at your fingertips that you know for sure that moms need to know about, or that you think that they should be aware of because you didn't know until after either the first baby or after somebody came along and told you? Like, what resources that y'all feel like should be told to new moms or expecting moms?
Did it really take a village? Did you really need the help? Don't be like, you can do this on your own because you can't.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Yep.
Cause I'm never ashamed to ask for help.
Oh, we know.
So, yeah.
I would. I would.
Yeah.
So do y'all feel like resources from the neighborhoods and the community, like, did y'all use any of those resources, like in the community, the mother giving back, the programs that they give out, all the pampers, the wipes, the strollers, and
I did. What was it?
healthcare
Program
insurance?
across
Because I know for sure.
Regional 1. What was it across from Regional 1? When I was pregnant, I went and got those boots. I got insurance, the little wall plugs. I forget what it's called.
Some feel the health department.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
something the health department, I think.
The health department usually help assist with resources for you new mothers that are out there and expecting mothers. If you need an assistance for pack and play, I think that's through a different part of the health department. But you sign up or call the number for those, and they give out car seats. And they help you give for WIC. Also, they give you a lot of paperwork. That helps with other additional resources that may be available to you, as far as milk and books and other stuff. So take the health department. Oh yeah, childcare also. So take the health department seriously. Go down there if needed to. They're always waiting for expecting mothers and new mothers to help out. And they're always available 24/7, usually throughout the week.
Yeah, take her. Going in there and being lost, they'll sit down and talk to you and tell you things that you like, what the government is, like free stuff. I know I don't get on government assistance.
It's not, y'all. I feel like nobody ever touches bases on the after effect of having a baby mentally as a mom or as a woman. Nobody, especially in the black community, nobody ever speaks on postpartum depression.
Now there's some that
And I feel like
need
this
to be
should be.
spoke of.
I know I went through it.
I did with my
I
first.
cried every day.
I did. I did not get enough sleep, and my brain was functioning off like an hour and a half of sleep. I was trying to work. I was trying to be a mom. I was trying to be me. I was trying, and I crashed. It was a thing that nobody ever brought up or spoke on, so I didn't know how to deal with it. So I kind of went downhill with postpartum depression, and I had to seek help. I had to seek psychology. I had to speak with psychologists, and my mental health was kind of testy. So I had to go speak with professionals to help me with my postpartum depression, and there were resources that I didn't know that were available as far as community-wide free counseling. I went to Bellevue Baptist and I did spiritual counseling, which involved me and a counselor in one-on-one conversations about how I felt about my life and what I felt needed to be talked about in my life. And I felt like they helped me. I went for about a year and a half, and it brought me out of a dark place because it was not my baby that brought on the mental break. It was the responsibilities of not being able to do certain things that I committed myself to before I had my baby. So I think we should, as the black community, speak on the postpartum part more. More.
But yes, postpartum depression, I hear is a real thing.
It is.
I won't experience that till next year when I go into labor, so I won't know for sure. I don't know how that feels compared to others who've already been through it. So I may possibly go through the same thing.
Not everybody does. Not everybody does. It's just always good to know that that probably is why you feel ugly after the baby, or why you feel sad after the baby, or why you feel like you're fat after the baby, or why you feel like nobody cares for you after the baby. Those are signs of some postpartum effects of having a baby and not realizing that that's what it is. It's not because you're tired. Sometimes it is, but in most cases it's postpartum depression. And nobody speaks on it, so nobody knows it's what it is. But sometimes you don't have it. Because the second pregnancy, I did not have it because I learned how to balance and live with the baby. As far as having two kids, trying to balance my life around them, I did what I felt was for me, but help them. So you have to help yourself first. But with my first child, I tried to listen to the elders and put that baby first. Put the baby first. The baby comes first. Not true. The baby comes after you. Always comes after you. I don't care what they tell you. As long as you're not harming or endangering the baby, if you don't pay attention to yourself, you will harm you and the baby. Because your mental state is needed to hold the capacity for two lives and not one. Because you can't just be focusing on what the baby. When you're doing all of this, you forget at times where you need to be in your mental state, and you have drained yourself for focusing on a baby who does not care about anything but a clean pamper and a warm meal. So doing all this, caring about somebody that's just a life, not knowing anything but that you're not feeding me or you're not changing my pamper, it's kind of harsh to say it, but you have to focus on you because you're alive and well and you need things and want things, and if you miss out on certain things, you will crack. And that will be sometimes detrimental. Sometimes you come back from it, and sometimes you won't regain the mental state or a better mental state after you have a break. But fortunately, I kind of came back and learned how to figure it all out. But I feel like you ladies have it together a little bit where y'all can help others, so that's why we're here. We're here to let everybody know that there is someone like everyone. And if you don't find yourself here, we can help you find yourself, because I'm pretty sure we all can relate to others and they can relate, or we're relatable, or we can find somebody relatable because we have resources that we reach out to other mothers and other programs and other facilities that help financially, physically, and emotionally. So
Yes.
we do have all the resources that are needed to help future mothers,
Upcoming new mothers.
and mothers of all kinds.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we just have to have someone reach out to us because we don't know that you needed anything or we need to help you with anything unless you say. And we join forces with T's Loving Care to start up this program, the
Yes.
Reset program.
T's Loving Care nonprofit. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can always reach out to us at Valport Webinar, which is our Facebook podcast, or T's Loving Care. I will be adding in additional guests. But if you guys would like to reach out, please do not feel afraid. We are here. And Reset is just all about just pretty much helping all the moms, helping throughout the community, and pretty much just connecting ourselves with other programs and coming together. So I do have another question for you ladies. So how do you guys take care of yourself while also taking care for the child? And how do you keep yourselves up?
You gotta find windows, open windows. You know, kids sleep. They have, nap time and all that. Younger babies, they sleep a lot more. So when they sleep, that's when you take that chance after making sure everything with them is set up and ready for them whenever they wake up. You gotta take care of yourself.
This the part I need to write down because I just learned. I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old. I'm just learning with the 2-year-old how to keep going and how to fix up and how to backload and how to try to keep myself looking cute. Because first time around, I wasn't bothered by any of this. I lost my hair with postpartum depression, and I didn't know how to get myself back together. I'm just now learning. So you're doing good to know when and how.
I had to.
So pretty much learning to balance is pretty much, it's just all about
It's gonna be a
balancing out
struggle.
motherhood.
Yeah,
You gotta learn how to maintain.
figure out when to squeeze in time for yourself. Whether it's early in the morning, midday when they sleep, or late at night when they knocked out and you took care of everything in the house. Take care of yourself.
I show what he do. I go wash all his stuff, make sure he got the bottles sitting outside of the bed. I go to the restroom, make sure I get myself together. Then, look, I just watch TV. And I guess I just get in my own zone until he get up.
I think I do in the middle of the night. Maybe as soon as he go to sleep, it's when I start cleaning, washing, getting ready for the next day. Probably the next week.
So y'all feel like y'all parenting skills will prevent y'all children from having like what is it, being scarred or being confused and not having any issues? Do y'all feel like the parenting skills that y'all chose make a better child? Because I know that they say that sometimes you choose like a parenting structure or style and it does not fit your child and it kind of scars them or leaves them with a mental break when they're children and then they begin to speak on it as adults. So you feel like you're comfortable or your child is comfortable enough to be raised in the style that you choose and to raise them in?
To me, yeah. Because everybody's parents are different.
It is.
And some people come from a 2-parent household, some people come from a 1-parent household. I was raised in a 1-parent household. Well, I'm not gonna say 1-parent because we had a stepdad, and he was kind of helpful. So we came from a 2-parent household. I feel like my mom did a good job. Because if not, I don't think I'll be able to raise my baby. It'd be some rough patches. It's not always that, but yeah.
That's nice because I feel like I'm 30, 31, I think. And most of the people that I be around, they speak on their childhood trauma, and I can't relate. Cause I wasn't raised and forced and abused physically, mentally, and verbally. So I can't relate. I learned love is the sole source of everything that we do or family. Even though we have ups and downs or everybody disconnect or we come back, I feel like the people that I be around kind of crazy because they always say, I ain't talked to my mom in 5 years. She know what she did to me. Dad ain't this and that. I ain't never talked to him. Like, I can't, and it be mainly based off what happened to them as children, and they feel like the parenting structure or style that their parents chose for them were not correct.
Right.
And that's why I'm asking, like, yeah, I feel like the structure or style you choose or chosen, would it affect your child in the long run mentally?
Definitely, it'll affect negatively because I know I ran across a video of a guy that we used to watch as a kid. I can't remember his name, but I know he said, as far as parenting, one thing parents forget is what they wanted as a child. You got to think about what you wanted or how you wanted to be treated as a child, and then give that same affection that you wanted to your kids.
So basically, what you didn't get, what you feel like you didn't get, or what you didn't have, then you return it and you give back.
You know, I know a lot of folks that say like their moms or dads kind of abandoned them for a relationship or for another person or another family, and that kind of bothered them and scarred them as moving forward for them to have a family, or moving forward to accepting their step parent, or moving forward to trying to have conversation with adults of the same age. It bothers them to see other people happy in families. So I know, like, abuse verbally is probably being said more harmful than physical abuse, and I know a lot of people that have disconnected from their parents because of the verbal things that they abused or used or chose, the words that they chose to kind of discipline them. And I know whooping, like corporal punishment, is a thing in the black community. So do y'all feel like that will scar your children or bother your child, like to choose corporal punishment over like regular punishment?
I just think it depends on how you do it. Like, if you're doing it for no reason at all, like, oh, you dropped your cup. Okay, they didn't make a mess. They do it on purpose. They throw it, they break it, or they break anything, or hurt somebody, or hurt themselves. No, you don't need to whoop. You know, just talk, say what they did wrong, if they did something wrong, and then leave it at that.
But sometimes when they're children, so usually what's going on through their mind, you just never know. It's like a blank stare in their mind. So kids don't really just off the wall think and know what they're doing.
Exactly.
And just to be hurting them for no reason, just because you dropped a spoon, and it just angers you for no reason, I feel like that's unnecessary.
Yeah, that's definitely a scarring moment.
Take me your anger out on them just because somebody pissed you off early or
Yep.
something.
Okay, girls. What do you think?
What?
Would you take a switch to your child or a belt over a conversation?
I've been learning this week. He had been cutting up in school, and I did not whoop him. I did talk to him, but I did take electronics, games, unplugged the TV, and made him sit down and do a coloring book because I had to learn you cannot lift up everything. So yes, I have grown. I have.
And that's good
Listening
because
to my grandfather.
most people
Oh,
don't know how to
yeah.
do that. People just be with
But
their kids.
when it is time and he needs to be disciplined, then yes.
Yes, and there's also a difference between discipline and abuse. So please acknowledge the
It is
difference
not.
between those.
It's not a thing laying in there. It's black and white. It's bold as day. You know what abuse is. And if you don't know, we have resources that will educate you on
We
abuse,
sure will.
child abuse, mental, verbal abuse, physical abuse. All these things we have resources to.
Yes, every resource you ladies need, we are here to help.
Hopefully some of these questions that we embark on today will help you with your journey as moms, becoming moms, and just help you out. It's like it's helping us. It's us sitting here as a group panel discussing these things. Now we know a little bit more than we knew 25 minutes ago or 20 minutes ago.
And we're still learning. It's a learning process for all of us, no matter the age or the race. So we're all still learning mothers out here. and to become good moms and just to do great.
And we'll come back in a few weeks with more questions, more problems, more things to discuss and talk about when it comes to motherhood. So we're about to wrap this up, ladies. Any comments or remarks would you share with the people?
Motherhood is a beautiful thing.
Oh, coming from how long you've been a mom?
A week.
The poopy diapers ain't wearing out.
Yeah. This is a beautiful thing. Don't take it for granted.
It's a testing thing. It's gonna test every piece of you. Just don't break.
It's a timing thing. It all comes with timing.
Patience is the key. Cause I got a thin line.
And I'm being patient with my sickness. So
That's why we're gonna wrap this up. All right.
Well, we're here. We are Valpour Podcast, hosted for T's Love and Care. If you guys would like to DM us on Facebook, have any questions or concerns for our next video, just hit us up, and we are here, you guys. Bye.
See ya.